Hey guys, and welcome to my top 5 favourite Sega Saturn games. Let's get straight in with number 5, which is the Panzer Dragoon Saga. Now, is there really anything to say on this? Well, there's a lot to say on this. But if there was a song to end all songs, this would be it. This game is absolutely fantastic, spanning no fewer than 4 CDs for the Saturn. The saga tells the tale of the young Edge and his mystical dragon, whereas games like Final Fantasy VII rely on battle-tested turn-based combat. Panzer Dragoon Saga fuses the on-rail shooting action with RPG sensibilities, making this dark, solemn game wholly unique. It is definitely a gem of the generation. And it is very rare to find since only so many were manufactured in America, but if you manage to snag a copy, I highly recommend you keep hold of it. As have I. Coming in at number 4 is Sega Rally Championship for the Sega Saturn, and I'm not even going to joke, this is probably the birthplace of racing games. It is an absolutely fantastic arcade port from Sega's arcade game. Oh my god. And as I've already stated in a previous video, do I really need to go further into it? It is just an awesome game. Coming in at number 3 is Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. Oh my god! It is just a brilliant game, brilliant racing game, and it's hands down one of my favourites. More so than Sega Rally. I don't know how that works because Sega Rally is pretty awesome. But yes, Daytona is number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Virtua Fighter 2 for the Sega Saturn. And oh my god, the Sega Saturn 3D graphics, especially when people know what they're doing when they create a game, is fantastic. They are brilliant graphics. They are far superior to that of Virtua Fighter. Now this game, you could shove in the face of any PlayStation owner with absolute glee, if I'm honest. The technical fire is a perfect arcade port, save for the slightly downgraded graphics, obviously, for the console version, but even those are a knockout on the Sega Saturn. Virtua Fighter 2 sports high-res graphics at 750 x 575. I mean, like, come on, that's insane, bro. That made it the sharpest game of the entire generation, if you didn't already know that. Virtua Fighter 2 was flanked by other feud brawlers such as Fighting Vipers and the kind of silly Fighters Mega Mix, but this stands head and shoulders above all the other 32-bit Fighters games. Now, coming in at number 1, my most favourite Sega Saturn game is Nights into Dreams. Now this is a beautiful game. I did say in my review of it, it was a beautiful game, and it is definitely a beautiful, imagination-driven game. It's absolutely fantastic. Everything with this game just falls right into place, from the atmosphere to the soundtrack, as you help Claire and Elliot and the titular knights soar through the dream worlds and nightmare boss battles. Oh my god, it's fantastic. And that paired with the 3D analog controller, where it lets you twirl or dance rather through the colourful skies of the dream worlds, performing wonderful acrobatics. But we all know Knights wasn't enough to stave off the coming of Super Mario 64 or even Crash Bandicoot. But us select group of Sega fanboys and loyalists, Knights was an absolutely fantastic game. So that was my top 5 for the Sega Saturn. Even though I do like a lot of games for the Sega Saturn, that's just sort of my top 5 that I usually go to play when I'm just sort of chilling out. So remember to comment, rate, subscribe, fist bump, and I'll see all of you guys in my next video. Bye!
What could possibly go wrong?